that sip of Monster wasn't any help. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Not Your Normal Comedy Podcast.
I'm your host, Brandon Garza.
And I'm your host, Charlize Herman.
Hi guys.
So, as you can probably tell, we're new to this whole podcast deal. We have no idea what we're doing. What did I do?
I don't know what you did. I think you stopped it.
Oh my god. Is it, like, gone? Is all of that gone?
Yeah, it's all gone.
Wait, what if it's because there's a new thing? Because it looks like there's 2 tabs. Oh, thank god! Oh, I thought I ruined the whole podcast!
Hi guys.
I can edit this one if you want.
No, it's good. It's good. We'll edit it together. This will be a team effort.
Alright, cool.
Alright. Hey guys.
I'm sorry, I'm about to burp. Alright. So we're new to this whole podcast deal, as you can obviously tell at this point. But we're just going to give you a rundown on what's going to be going on. Yeah. First of all, it's a weekly podcast every Sunday, or at least we're going to try. But we are sure as hell going to try.
You're right. You're fucking right.
You like to tell the audience what we plan on doing, like every Sunday?
Let me tell you here, sis. Alright. This podcast is obviously not a normal comedy. We're going to be doing a lot of varieties in this show. It's going to be a little of everything. And that concept is everything in the world is funny. At least to us. We're going to talk about whatever we want. You know, when we want. We're cutting that out. Talk about our lives for the week we've had. We also might have some Pixar theories and fan theories. Talk about that. Basically, we're just going to discuss topics that we enjoy to talk about.
Oh, we're also going to have guests on the show. In theory, I contacted some friends and I was like, oh yeah, we're going to be doing a podcast. And they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. And I'm like, we're going to have guests. And they're like, oh really? And I'm like, yeah, why don't you come on it? And then they hung up. So maybe we'll have a guest or two.
I'm guessing that's a no.
Obviously not going to have enough clout to get good people on here, like celebrities.
Listen, maybe one day. Google was made in the basement.
I said a garage, but okay. Why am I here today, Brandon? Why am I here today?
Because one day I told you, hey, let's make a podcast in my room when I was listening to a That's Why We Drink podcast.
Well, yeah, but, like, why am I here today? What were the events today and yesterday that led to this whole thing happening?
Well, my parents wanted to go to a carnival. Mom's like, hey, bring Char. Why not? Bring a friend so you're not totally bored. She's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to say no, but I don't want to say yes.
It's because I had other events. You don't understand. What if they listen to this podcast?
Then you're screwed.
Oh yeah, I'm already screwed. You know what? At this point, I already know I'm going to hell. Might as well embrace it.
Hey, listen, don't talk like that. Jesus loves you.
Jesus Christ.
We'll get to that later. We're watching goats get judged,
Oh, they were so cute.
No, they were the devil's puppet.
No, they have the little pouty faces and the meh kind of thing, and it's all in the little hoof claps and stop. We saw pig races.
Oh, that was cute. We did see some pig races, which were pretty adorable.
I was like, Brandon, I bet all my money on number 6, and number 6 won.
I swear, if you lose all your money to a pig racing contest, I'm gonna lose shit.
I've already invested all my life savings in all Alaskan pig races.
Alaskan
racing pigs.
Got it. We end up going into this little shopping center they have at the fair. And this is where I'm approached by the most, I think, genius man that we have ever met in this lifetime.
Dude, best salesman ever. I want to go back and buy, 20 hydro flasks.
No, okay, so we're walking through the store, and we're passing by these hydro flasks. I, peek over, and the guy kind of gestures me this way. He's, giving me a feng shui looking,
Feng shui? It's feng shui.
Okay, feng shui.
Oh my god.
Waving the hands, doing some tai chi my way. I walk over, and he starts, giving me a sales pitch. He's like, listen, hydro flasks, they suck, and millennials use them to show off.
But look at this product.
basically, he started talking about Toyota at one point. Like, listen, Toyota.
Yeah, he was like, look at the Mercedes-Benz. You drive that for 50 miles, it breaks down. You'd get a Toyota or a Hyundai, and they last forever. And I was like, oh yeah, he's probably going to lead this into the Hydro Flask.
No, but then, out of nowhere, he has this aha moment where he's talking about cars.
His whole life story, dude.
Yes,
Day one.
Like, and literally, out of like a thin air of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no,
out of
he
this
starts
guy.
talking about my family, 12th generation Buddhist.
Yeah, like this.
But I come to America.
Okay, how you're saying it's very racist.
That's how he was talking.
Okay.
I'm trying to create a picture. It's not racist if that's how he was talking. I really hope our podcast doesn't get, like, taken down for that.
It's not your normal comedy.
But I come to America,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe in only Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that's where that pun came from. But now moving on forward to the story, we thought we would just share that with you.
No. You have to go into detail about that.
What?
He grabbed your face. You can't just let him get away with that. 70-year-old man. Like, his wife's behind him. Literally says, grabs my face and Like,
says,
both hands just
both hands, like caressing me like a baby chicken.
Like something you would do to your significant other when you're about to lean in for a kiss.
Yeah,
just grabbing.
And just says, you have wise eyes. And then out of nowhere blatantly says, you go hell.
I think he meant to be like, oh yeah, if you don't follow Jesus Christ, you go to hell. But he
don't get me wrong, I'm a religious man. Like, I'm a religious person. But you don't see, like, me going out, cradling people's faces, and saying, Jesus Christ.
You go to hell.
You go to hell.
You belong to earth.
Like,
or
okay,
Jesus Christ.
This kid, like, he said he'd been here for, like, what, 25 years?
Yeah, 25,
40 years,
30,
40
something.
40
a
years.
while.
He's been here a while.
Enough to sell Hydro Flasks.
Enough to sell Hydro, yeah. The amount of touching this man did.
It was rather unnecessary. Even the wife was, like, tapping him on the shoulder, like, honey, you leave them alone.
The amount of excessive, like, pats in the back of, like, this preaching.
It was free therapy.
It was free therapy, yeah. He needed to get some stress out. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, like, oh my god.
He got those problems out through Jesus Christ.
Through Jesus Christ.
So if you ever hear us say that term, now you know where it's from. And if you haven't been watching since episode 1, you want to know G, and I feel bad for you.
Oh my gosh. I feel so bad. I feel like I'm wheezing too much in the podcast. But like I'm lying on my I'm lying on my stomach right now, so it's like all I can do.
You know, our setup is like literally a $5 rug I bought at my store.
We're on the floor.
We're on the floor. It's propped up with a box and
a rotary phone.
A rotary phone.
I literally and a hanger.
And a hanger.
We literally have the microphone on a hanger, and the hanger's being held down by a phone your grandma probably uses.
Wait,
like,
don't say that.
Okay, your great grandma probably uses, or used if she's passed.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture.
I'm about to burp. We're
Alright,
gonna put this
guys.
on YouTube, right?
You're back.
Oh my god, you started recording. How dare you?
We're back. Took a little break. We've got a photo for the first picture on Instagram, which is
NYNC podcast.
Yep,
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna put it in the link in the description.
No, we can't. There's a description place to put this.
Yeah, we're putting it on YouTube.
We're putting the podcast on YouTube too.
Yeah, why not?
Who listens to podcasts on YouTube?
I do. How dare you? Some of the best podcasts are on YouTube, dog.
We're not recording our faces.
You don't need to record your faces. You just put some nice cover art up there, and everything's a-okay. Yes. I'm glad we sound incredibly professional saying how we have nothing planned for this podcast on the first episode of the podcast. Someone listening to it on YouTube is going, they weren't going to post this on YouTube?
Stop wheezing!
I'm sorry, I'm on my tongue.
Anyways, how you're here today is,
oh yeah, so after the fair.
After the fair. Where did we go after there?
How dare you forget? We went to the Museum of Tolerance.
Yes. So the next day,
and then
my
I
mom
said, "Let's record a podcast."
yeah. So we go to the Holocaust Museum first.
Very fun. Very free.
Very fun, very free. It was very interesting. They had a lot of cool stuff there. A lot of bopping music that I never even thought.
I'm not sure if music they played in honor of Hitler is really the best of bops.
I'm not saying that those were the bops. I was saying the German choir songs that were made back then.
You mean the ones that were, like, honoring him?
Die Rock was not ever gonna... Those were not honoring him. Because if they were, I feel bad for texting my choral director that, hey, I got to listen to German music. It was amazing.
Oh, no, you didn't.
So that's going to be a very interesting topic to talk about when we get back.
He's going to be like, yeah, I looked up the song. What were you doing over break exactly?
I went to a Holocaust Museum. Explains it. Then we went to the Museum of Tolerance, which I had... papers are gone.
No, I have my paper.
Oh, well...
Little Lenka, like
Yeah.
I would forget her.
I had Matilda, which is her new American name.
Matilda
I was a
was a good
survivor at the end of it. I got to survive.
Lucky.
Someone didn't.
Yeah, no, mine died at the age of 8.
Yeah. But,
in case you didn't know, the Museum of Tolerance has, like, the little Holocaust, museum exhibit, obviously. But you get, like, a little card of, like, a person who was, like, a victim of the Holocaust.
And you read their story from the beginning.
As you go through the exhibit, you scan your card and you learn little things about their life.
Yeah.
And then at the end of so you, like, grow a personal attachment to this person that you don't even know. It's literally just a picture on a card. And at the end, you find out their finishing life story, whether they died or survived.
Yeah.
And it's very rare that they survive. Obviously, considering so many people died. But, like...
Yeah.
I think
really you don't really, like... check on them so much. What you do is you check in the beginning before the Holocaust begins.
Yeah, we didn't do that because the dude kind of rushed us in because we were just showing up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we already started. Go on in," and we were like, "Dang it!" Yeah,
but then like towards the middle, it told us more about the character that we got, or the person, like the character, the actual person that lived. And then after that, like little checkpoint, you go through the Holocaust. Basically, you're experiencing the Holocaust. Through their eyes, and it was pretty sad.
Yeah, no, like they have gates and stuff, and they had like this hallway leading to a gas chamber. And
can I just say though, you midway through the tour, you just went.
No, shut up! You were the same. Don't just blame me for this.
We're both taking the blame.
We're sitting there in the gas chamber area
where they're talking about famine and starvation,
and then we both said,
"When's lunch?" Which I felt so bad for, but when she told me after that she had the same thought.
Yeah, no, we were like, oh, I feel so bad. Oh, you too? Never mind, it's valid.
We're gonna get emails. You guys are a disgrace!
No, it's fine, because, like, we were still respectful. We didn't say it until after we left.
Yeah, but basically, after the experience, Charlize was like, hey, what if instead of me just going home, we record the podcast?
Yeah, considering we planned this in what, like...
We planned this a couple months ago.
Yeah, like June?
Like June-ish to record. This is the first time we're actually recording this.
Yeah, because if we didn't get it started now, it would have never happened. God, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Because, like, with us starting school, like, in a month or two... Oh my gosh, it's only a few weeks for you! Yeah. A week! Nuts!
I start in a week. You start in a couple months.
Oh yeah, the viewers don't really know anything about us.
Oh, they can find it out along the way.
Okay, I was like, we should probably share, like, some basic information.
No, if they're true fans, they're gonna try and figure it out as we go.
Okay. Well, congratulations, viewers. Brandon Garza just made it harder for you. So, we were talking earlier today about, like, on the concept of Jesus Christ.
Yes. She gave me this concept idea of...
Yeah, like, I remember listening on another podcast that I absolutely adore.
Which is called?
If I remember correctly, it's the Super Mega podcast.
Okay.
And they came up with the concept of, sorry if y'all are religious, but if Jesus Christ in the second coming couldn't choose what he looked like to come back as, and they said, what if he came back looking like the Hamburglar? And that was just the funniest thing to me.
Just imagine, just like you said, like, he's like, Dad, how do you expect me to get all these followers? Dem the rules, son.
Dem the rules. But that made me think. And here's the question for you, Brandon.
Okay, what's the question?
And for those of you at home, if you want to debate this. What is the Hamburglar stealing? Is it heads, unborn children, food? Is it a kind of currency in the McDonald realm? Think about it. The Hamburglar steals hamburgers. But if you look at the Hamburglar and... I'm so sorry, Chief Patty, whatever his freaking name is. Patty? You know, the dude that catches him.
Let's look it up.
They have hamburgers as heads. But the Hamburglar steals hamburgers. So... Wait. Am I thinking... No, the Hamburglar doesn't have a hamburger. Just the police officer does. No. No, here's the thing. What is he stealing?
The officer's head?
Yeah, like, maybe... Is the officer protecting his unborn children? Or... Oh, right. Wait, yeah, the Hamburglar... Yeah, I forgot. The Hamburglar looks like a buck-toothed chipmunk of a human. But, like, the police officer, he has a hamburger head.
Okay.
Is the reason he's stopping the Hamburglar because he's stealing...
Jesus Christ.
No! It's not Jesus Christ! It's not Jesus Christ. In the McDonald's... Stop coughing! In the McDonald's universe, okay?
Okay.
The Hamburglar is stealing hamburgers.
Yes.
And you're looking it up. What's the police officer name? It's not Chief Patty. I know it can't possibly be Chief Patty. Please stop looking at images.
Officer Big Mac.
You can't be serious.
Officer Big Mac.
You can't be serious. Oh my god.
We also have the Happy Meal gang, Captain Cook, the McNugget buddies, Uncle
Grimer? Is that the dude that's purple?
The purple dude.
Guzzler? What's his name?
It's
Grimer?
Grimace.
Grimace! Oh my god, I said Grimer.
Birdie the early bird.
Oh yeah, because they needed...
The Fry Kids.
With the Fry Kids?
Yeah.
Oh, did they look like little pom-pom things with legs? Oh, those are so cute.
Okay, back on topic.
Back on topic. So what is the Hamburglar stealing? Is the reason Chief Big Mac? Was that his name?
Yes, Chief Big Mac.
I prefer Chief Patty, honestly.
Chief Patty. Queef Patty, got it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Stop right there.
So, Chief Big Mac, is he stopping the Hamburglar because the Hamburglar is stealing children? Or is it currency in that world? Because they never actually eat the food. They just comment that the food is really good. And if Chief Big Mac eats it...
Why do they eat then if they don't eat the food?
I don't... No, because here's the thing. Grimace, he turned good. Yeah, he converted. Because I don't know how he converted.
I don't remember.
It was something like he used to steal the food, but then Ronald McDonald offered him a job, so he gets paid in food or something. I'm gonna look up Grimace lore.
Wait, think about this concept. You're saying that they never really eat the food, right?
I don't think so.
What if what they eat
his most common expression is the word duh before every sentence.
Yeah.
Aww.
But anyways, so like what if like our money is their food and they exchange their currency for ours because they eat our currency and we eat theirs?
They eat money! That could possibly be it. Origins. Originally, Grimace was the evil Grimace, with 2 pairs of arms with which to steal milkshakes.
Oh, he stole milkshakes.
Does McDonald's even have milkshakes?
Yeah, the McFlurry.
That's not a milkshake! A McFlurry is just a thick Frosty. With M&M's in it. Because they never have the Reese's. What is up with that McDonald's? Just might as well take the Reese's McFlurry off the menu if you're not gonna have it when I come in. Like, you mean to tell me some buckaroo is coming in every morning? No. Hear me out. You mean to tell me some random buckaroo is coming in saying, put all your Reese's into my McFlurry.
I'll have you know I'm not, like, keeping it.
No, you're keeping this in.
You're ranting about McDonald's. We're talking about it.
Their ice cream machine's always broke. And then when it's not broke and I want a Reese's McFlurry, they're out of Reese's. They either don't have ice cream or they don't have Reese's. McDonald's needs to get it together, okay? Because ice cream is probably the only edible thing there other than the fries.
What if Grimace is secretly still stealing the sign. That's why you never have any Reese's.
Oh, actually, I'm reading on the McDonald's wiki fandom page.
Got it. I'm glad that exists. We need that in the world.
For Grimace's story, after that first campaign, the character was revised to be one of the good guys, and his number of arms was reduced by 2. I guess because good guys can't have multiple arms.
So he had...
These commercials and merchandise generally portray him as a well-meaning simpleton whose clumsy antics provide a comic foil to Ronald McDonald. The character was retained after the streamlining of the characters in the 1980s and was one of the few members to also be retained until the end of the McDonald Land commercials. He was last seen at Dodger Stadium. I'm sorry, the way it sounds like he died, dude.
He was last seen
Grimace was last seen at Dodger Stadium on July 18th, 2012.
Dead after
an overdose of milkshakes, which is why they no longer sell them. And it just so happened to be Reese's milkshakes, which is why they don't have Reese's for their McFlurries either!
It's like the Starbucks cold brew for McDonald's.
Trivia. Though Grimace is a male, he was portrayed by female actors. Thank you, Patty Saunders and Terry Castillo, for being the female actors. Alright, I'm going to the McDonald Land wiki to see what currency they have.
Oh my god.
It's a fantasy world used in a large collection of McDonald's commercials. They stopped in 2003. Makes sense on why I don't remember them. Many quirky characters. They vary from clowns, animals, and strange creatures to food items.
Ew. Friday.
Oh, so here's the geography of it.
Okay.
They have apple pie trees, thick shake volcanoes, and hamburger patches.
Question.
They have Filet-O-Fish Lake.
Question. So it was like
yes.
the like Officer Big Mac and Mayor Cheeseburger.
Mayor Patty.
No, it's Mayor Cheeseburger. It's
Chief Patty and Mayor Patty. That's all they are.
No. I feel like you're too close to the mic and I'm like so far away.
Then scoot up.
I don't...
Fine, I'll back up then.
Thank you.
Now the rest of the podcast is going to be quiet and distant. Is this better? I'm going to finish the podcast from over here now.
Shut up. Get over here. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Thanks. Concept ruined.
McDonald Land itself, as it was depicted in the commercials, was a magical place where plants, foods, and inanimate objects were living, speaking characters. Okay, if they have a hamburger patch, why is the Hamburglar stealing burgers?
That is a very good question.
Because, like, if you can just grow it, why are you... Lawsuit?
What?
There's a whole category called lawsuit. Oh, also there's a transition years from 74 to 79. The McDonald Land line saw significant changes during this period. Notably Grimace, as we've established, his metamorphosis. Ooh. And they had a brief promotion of Shamrock Shakes. Okay, you know what? Shamrock Shakes, similar dilemma to that of the Reese's McFlurry.
Oh my god.
No. I remember...
Listen, what about the second coming, the Burger King guy? Was Jesus Christ?
Stop! That's not our concept. We can't do that.
No.
Okay. Shamrock Shakes,
yeah.
Similar problem.
Okay.
And frankly, I'm upset, I'm flabbergasted, and mostly confused. I could not be more disappointed. And hear me out. I remember when I was like 12.
Okay.
I said, I love mint so much.
Got it.
Still do. I'm going to have a Shamrock Shake every year and nothing can stop me.
Yes.
I went 4 whole years.
McDonald's stopped you.
I literally walked in like once a week and said, y'all got the Shamrock Shake? Y'all got the shake? I know y'all got that Shamrock Shake. Where it at? Yeah. And every time I came in there for that whole like month and a half that they have it, they were like, sorry, we don't have it. I went to like the 3 different McDonald's we have in the area, and they were like, we don't have it. Like, it's St. Patty's Day. You got the poster out. I see it on the menu. Why is it not in my mouth? Don't take that out of context, please.
you know some major, like, freaking creepy-ass
some
5-year-old.
Major pervert is just gonna like, take that sound clip and just put it in a Build-A-Bear. Put it in a Build-A-Bear. And God, just like... No. Zip.
Or blow up doll with voice box.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Honestly, if I could make money off that, I'd sell it. I'd just get real close to the mic and be like, hey there.
Get off of me. Okay, freaking Wicked Witch of the West.
But no, seriously. From like 12 to 12, 34, 15, 16, like 16.
Got it.
I was like, got it.
Wait.
Not 16.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay. So, like, from ages, like, 12 to, like, 15.
Yeah.
I had the Shamrock Shake. And then, like, I didn't. Why? Because they either said their milkshake thing was broken, or they didn't have the sauce. They didn't have that sweet, succulent mint syrup. And I know they lying. I know they got that exclusive stuff in the break room, okay? That's why they ain't sharing. Whenever they say their ice cream machine's broke, nah. It's probably because they just have a working one in, like, the staff room and just don't want to admit it. They're saving the ice cream for themselves. I'm calling McDonald's out on it. And frankly, I wouldn't have started this revolution if they just gave me my Shamrock Shake.
You know what you sound like?
What?
You sound like the crazy fans want the Szechuan sauce back from Rick and Morty.
No, that's different.
No,
people literally murdered for Szechuan sauce. Okay.
What?
Did they?
Did they?
I remember like limbs were broken, but I don't know if
Wait,
like.
can we look that up real quick?
Yeah, look that up. Also, can I mention that because of that whole Szechuan sauce ordeal, I know it's been like 2 years, but I have a $40 sweater that I can't wear outside of the house because of that whole ordeal.
Why?
Because, like, it is the coolest sweater I've ever seen, okay? It is tie-dye, it is the perfect length to where it's, like, you can have it, like, slightly dangling from your hands.
They're selling it literally on the market for $5,000 for 2 packets of Szechuan sauce.
Still?
Still.
Those are probably expired by now. I mean, what? It's been, like, 2 years since that ordeal, right?
Yeah, but it's like literally just the packaging.
Well, yeah, because it's an exclusive item, and there are a lot of Rick and Morty fans out there.
Yeah.
Like myself. But here's the issue here. It is the coolest sweater I've ever seen. I saw it from across the Hot Topic, and I booked it. Whatever gift cards I had, whatever hot cash, whatever change I had in my wallet went into that sweater. It was rainbow tie-dye, and I've only seen one other person wear it in existence, because it was probably that rare. Either that, or they had no shame. And it just had, like, Rick and Morty, like, teleporting through the portal in the middle of the swirl tie-dye, and it just looked so cool. I had to have it. I wore it like 3 times, and then the Szechuan sauce thing came out. And then people were like literally breaking limbs. They were attacking McDonald's workers. They were terrorizing McDonald's. Just, we want our sauce! They were more aggressive than the people in comments of porn videos going, sauce?
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 I'm trying to, like, look it up. It doesn't seem... I think you were making that up. There is no
I don't think
violence.
there was violence. I could have sworn I've seen memes about, like, somebody breaking a leg, or, like... I think what happened was they literally jumped on the counter because they wanted Szechuan sauce, and they slipped and, like, broke their arm or something.
Wait, yeah, Rick and Morty fans got violent over McDonald's Szechuan sauce.
Yeah.
Here it is. It says, this is an article by The Guardian. I don't know if it's a reliable source, so I can't confirm.
Seems like it.
Things seem like it. Alright.
Whatever, it's fine.
But it's called The Guardian.
This is not The Onion. Continue.
And the article's called We Want Sauce. Police called over at McDonald's for Rick and Morty promotions. So let me read into this a little bit.
While you read into that, I'm going to continue telling my story. People would give me looks when I would wear that sweater. And I'm just like, They would seem doubtful when I'm wearing that sweater and walking into my AP class. So I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna wear this sweater anymore until the Szechuan sauce stuff dies down.
So, basically, there was lines forming in the hot sun. People were standing in heat and in crowded lines to get the sauce. And police were called to make sure the lines were firm and formed. McDonald's had the money to literally buy their own personal security to make lines for this stuff. And what did McDonald's do to repay the little citizens for waiting? A tweet. They said, and I quote, McDonald's tweeted, this was October 7th, 2017. The best fans in the multiverse showed us what they've got today. We hear you, and we're sorry not everyone could get the super limited Szechuan.
Here's the issue. It's literally just sauce. It's fancy Chinese ketchup.
Yeah, and the thing is, they just want it for the packaging.
No, it's not even that. Like, don't get me wrong. I would love to taste that Szechuan sauce. Like, just to say I've tried it.
I've tried it.
It's probably not even that good.
It's decent.
Yeah, see, like, it's just fancy ketchup.
Yeah, I was able to get it because I was with my friends, and he knew the worker that worked at the McDonald's. This was in 2017. That was a big old thing. And he's like, hey, you got the stuff? Literally, like, these are the words they exchanged. He said, you got the stuff? And the friend kind of looked at him and just gave us a handful of Szechuan sauce.
A handful?
A handful!
Oh my god.
And my friend threw out the rest. Yeah, but...
You're the reason people, like, literally broke their arms trying to get this stuff. I hope you're happy.
Listen, I wasn't the one who bought the food. I was the one who, like, weere with a group of friends. So I wasn't going to take the sauce.
You're the reason I didn't get the sauce. Because on the day they were giving it out, a friend of mine texted me saying, hey, you like Rick and Morty, right? And I was like, yeah, I do. And she was like, oh, I'm going over to the place that they have the sauce. Do you want to come with? I was out with my grandma at the time, but I was like, hey, if you get extras, save some sauce for me. And she was like, yeah, of course. And later that day, she texted me going, all I got was a poster. They ran out of Szechuan sauce early. So guess what? You're the reason. I didn't get any sauce. But see,
this was a little bit after the whole fiasco.
They had leftover Szechuan sauce?
They had left, but it didn't have the labeling on it. It just had the regular Szechuan sauce. It was the same exact thing without the fancy packaging in the front.
McDonald's, yeah. Did they do the stuff with the Reese's filling for McFlurries? This is what they do with the Shamrock Shake stuff.
This is the conspiracy.
This is a conspiracy. I'm calling McDonald's out today. McDonald's will not get away with this.
We're gonna get a lawsuit on our first episode.
I don't care. Give me my Shamrock Shake. Give me my Reese's McFlurry. It's not even about the sauce anymore. It's about the broken ice cream machines and the lies and trickery that McDonald's is doing. And this is what happens when capitalism takes over and communism does not reign supreme. I'm Charlie Sermon, and thank you for listening to the NYNC podcast.
Listen, if we don't get a lawsuit, it's either going to be a lawsuit, or McDonald's is going to find this and try to make it the new Szechuan. The Shamrock Shake movement.
Yeah, no, check it. I'm going to start a hashtag.
No one's going to follow it.
Where's the sauce? Hashtag where's the sauce?
Shouldn't it be where's the shake?
Well, no, because it's not even about the shake, like...
You just said it's not even about the sauce.
It's not about the sauce, it's not about the shake, it's the fact that there's a huge conspiracy going on. You know what? I need to come up with a hashtag for this.
Where's the communism?
Why is there capitalism? Hashtag stop capitalism.
We live in a capitalist society. It's called America. Welcome to our country.
Actually, no. I had a friend talk to me about this. We don't live in true capitalism. Because both true capitalism and true communism won't work.
Definitely not.
I should research more into it, but
maybe a future episode.
Mayhaps. Hi, welcome to the 50th episode of NYNC Podcast. Today we're going to talk about communism or capitalism. Which one is the best and why?
God, no.
Personally, I prefer socialism. You know what? I'm just going to say it. Nazism is the best.
We are not keeping that in there.
It's okay, we went to the Holocaust Museum. It cancels out, like PEMDAS or something.
No, it's not all how it works. No, what was it? I lost my train of thought, thanks.
Oh, cool. Something about sauce?
Every little name, like the socialist and all that stuff, it's just fancy little branches that people made to fit in with their own category.
Y'all, can we just, like, do what we want?
No, like, because then it's chaos.
No. But, like, with certain limitations. Like, no slavery, no murder, but we do what we want. No child labor.
That's capitalist.
No, because with communism, it's like little tribes. You can have a choice. Just go to a little tribe and... Why don't we go back to caveman times? Forget money in general. Forget trading. No, not trading. That's what we need. We need trading back. Okay? Forget,
I don't want to give...
Forget stocks. Forget economy. Forget currency. Alright? Everybody just trades.
Okay, but think about...
Trading. With one limitation. You can't trade people.
No, that's not liberal.
Well, because trading people is like slavery.
Well, you can never get rid of one entirely. There's always going to be branches of it into the other part.
No, because here's the thing. If you break the rule, you die. Simple.
That's communism.
Whoops. No, because communism doesn't... Wait, does communism trade? No, communism still uses currency, doesn't it?
Communism is the root of capitalism. Capitalism involves the currency of money and trading. Money is trading for goods.
No, I'm talking like caveman times, like, ooga booga, I make pot, you give me, not weed, but like, I make, ooga booga, me make pottery.
Then again, I'm probably
here is clay, and then other caveman says, ooga booga, here torch.
Then again, I'm probably gonna get emails telling me, you use those words wrong. I know.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, capitalism is different from communism. Like, yeah, we know that. Can we just go back to trading?
Well,
but like no slavery, and like you hunt for your own food. Okay, survival of the fittest, natural selection. Speaking of natural selection, if you have a gluten allergy. If you have a gluten allergy, that is gluten. There are people allergic to gluten out there. And if you're listening to this podcast and you have a gluten allergy, you would not have survived any other day than today. Medieval times, they would have made you the little piece of bread. Little Timmy, you're gonna have to eat your bread. And you'd sit there and be like, but mother, I have a gluten allergy. And then the mom would be like,
I don't even think the medicine was that advanced. Yeah, I don't think the medicine was that advanced for you.
No, straight up. You would just die. And the doctors wouldn't even know. Yeah. They'd be like, why did little Timmy die? And your mom would be like, I don't fucking know. He ate bread and knocked out. Like, he ate bread and his system's shut down. Like, you wouldn't die. It's survival of the fittest. Yeah. If we have to, like, specially accommodate food, especially when it comes in the food, just die. Like, no, I'm kidding. Don't die, please.
But if they die, we won't get the viewers.
You know what? Like I said, survival of the fittest. If we're gonna go back to our caveman days of just trading and hunting for your own food, allergies aren't gonna be a thing. So anyone with a peanut allergy, anyone who's lactose intolerant, gluten allergies...
just die off, basically.
Yeah.
You're holocausting...
No, this isn't the Holocaust! I'm not. No.
Listen.
No. There's a difference.
There's an... Okay. Difference in what? That now you're not...
Because I'm not saying kill the Jews.
Yeah, but you're saying kill the glutenists.
No.
New hashtag,
kill the gluten.
Kill the intolerant.
Kill the intolerant. No, because here's the thing. What Hitler did was wrong. I'm just saying,
okay.
If you have a gluten allergy, you have to hunt for your gluten-free food. You are in charge of making that gluten-free bread, and you are not going to sell it to people and ruin everyone else's gluten-free time.
So was the Jews in the Holocaust in charge of not dying from the bread?
No, because this isn't the Holocaust! I'm not saying Nazism, I'm saying cavemanism. Hashtag start cavemanism.
You're basically saying anyone with any allergy or deficiency at all?
No. Like, if you have a seafood allergy, then don't live by the coast. Live in the mountains or something, and live off chickens or something. Just don't go fishing.
Okay.
Like, if you are going to live a certain way, if you are lactose intolerant, then don't eat dairy. You do not hunt dairy. Don't sit there
we're talking like cavemen now, got it.
Like, it's simple. You live how you want to, and there's no currency, there's trade. You live on your own, and you just do your own thing. Millennials and stuff already do that anyway.
Here's the thing, this whole master plan, how do you intend to pursue it?
Everyone just lives in their own house.
Okay, how would they accommodate for the house? What are they trading for the house? Obviously, a house is going to take a big trade.
They build the house.
So what about all the vacant houses that are going to be taking place? Just
no, I mean, like, right now, literally just get rid of everything.
So, like...
Get rid of everything.
So instead of nuking the lizards, we're nuking the humans and restarting.
No, I'm not saying nuke. I'm not saying restart with Adam and Eve, okay? Because if we restart Adam and Eve, we're going to restart Noah's Ark. If we restart Noah's Ark, we're going to restart World War I. We start World War I, we're going to restart the Holocaust. And that's what I'm trying to avoid.
Well, it doesn't seem like it.
Stop!
Kill the glutenists.
I'm not saying kill them, okay? I'm just saying we fend for ourselves. And I'm not saying it's like the Purge. No, because we're still gonna have laws.
Okay.
Don't kill each other.
But isn't being liberal the whole idea of being free to do whatever you want? And isn't that restriction a communist viewpoint?
You know what? Then yeah, survival of the fittest. If I get killed, that's because I was caught slacking. Simple.
What if, like, in this lifetime, the person that killed you could have been your lover?
Well then, it must have been true love, because he gave me my actual wish, which is to die.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to end this episode here with that comment. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of NYC.
New York City. You heard it here first, folks. The New York City podcast. Not your normal comedy podcast. Please come next week.
We promise we'll have it more organized. we
Don't make promises I can't keep.
I will keep it. Thank you guys for joining us. I am so sorry for this first episode being everywhere. It is 12 in the morning.
Or is it 12 at night? Whatever. Love you all. Mwah, mwah.
In the next episode, we'll be talking about the Hamburglar. Bye, guys.